Very happy to be back again after 10 days not being able to film. I have personal family reasons. My husband got surgery, so it was a very busy 10 days taking care of him. Anyway, I welcome you friends with all of my heart to a new makeup tutorial day, and I'm going to be showing you step by step the tutorial I'm going to propose. So for the purpose I'm going to be using and teaching friends write a more editorial, editorial and high fashion is a very thin line in which we can define each looks. So we're going to be working with greens today, and let's start the job of this day. For my primer, I'm going to be using from Sisley Paris the double tensor primer. Highly recommending. I've been using for years this product, friends, and I will never stop recommending it because it's very hydrating. If happen you have mature skin, friends, this channel is for you. We're using Cle De Peau. I want a very nice natural glow face for the makeup look I'm going to be working. The shade on this 020 light ochre. I apply one pump on the back of my hand, and with the BK Beauty brush 101 I'm going to start diffusing the foundation all over my face. You can do this step using your sponges if that is your preference. I think it's a very elegant, gorgeous foundation, friends. So now I'm going to proceed, my loves, doing my eyes. I'm going to be applying the shade and illuminate from tone 4, and for the cancellation of my dark circle I'm going to be starting with 1CO silk. I had a lot of pitchiness, so as you can observe in the inner is where I have the most of the problem. Recommending this beautiful concealer because it's very rich, very kind. Once the first shade is in place, right, I'm going to proceed with shade and illuminate the second shade from tone 4, O blank. I'm not demo, okay, the palette again, but more than anything I want to show you the technique and how to combine the shades. Okay. I'm going to proceed applying this stunning micro finishing powder from Anna Sui, and I'm going to be using the shade 200. I love the luminosity that this powder produces. It's very pretty. Grab your brushes from the tip to allow a lighter hand when you have to apply the product. And I'm using the Addict. It's called Lip Glow Butter. It's a new release. And this shade, if I don't mistake, is called Toffee. I'm going to be listing all of the product, friends. I'm going to be demoing this video. Friends, all of my videos are filmed 4K using 70% of natural light with a 30% of artificial light. I normally use this tape, friends, when I want a more graphic application. I'm going to be using this stunning palette we received not a long time ago, which is this beauty Petal-morphosis from McGrath. And I'm picking for these, friends, for the only reason I have all of the shades I need in order to create this makeup look, okay? and this is from NYX. I'm going to be working with NYX brushes and Morphe. This is a blending brush. I'm going with the darkest green, and this darker green is going to be applied on the outer V of my eyes. So I'm not going to apply any product on my mobile eyelid. Now with the Dawn brush from Morphe, I'm going to pack into this beautiful metallic shade here. This one. This is the matte, and this is the shade I'm going to use for the transition, okay? Extremely amazing, friends. Is the only fact that any of this product produce any fallout. And when you are applying the metallic shade, friends, make sure that you go as high as connecting with the first shade we apply, okay? And making sure, friends, I'm leaving the same amount of space in both inner area of my eyes. This precision brush number 42 from NYX, I'm going to grab into this gorgeous green, olive green. Look how stunning these shades are, friends. Oh my. I make sure all these connect, and with the same green, olive green, just to create that little purple light, friends, I come slightly bit here. So I'm going to grab into this gorgeous, it is shimmer lilac shade. So this one is going pretty much on the center of my eye. If you have an evening activity, friends, or simply you have dinner, with your friends, simply if you like this kind of makeup look, friends. I think the palette is so gorgeous. Soften also the impact of the darkest green, right, with the metallic green. With this precision brush, I'm going to grab into the original shade, which is the green, dark green, and I'm going to start transitioning on my lower 1/3 of my eyes. Using Lash Clash from YSL, I'm going to be using this bend brush for lashes. So I'm dipping this product on the mascara, and I'm going to proceed and apply this to my lower lashes. With the same mascara, I'm going to apply this on my eyelashes. Oh wow, I'm so in love with this makeup look. So this brush that I'm just showing you, if you want a clean and precise application, is from Bedilium. I did off camera. I did apply Prada lines in shade black on my upper waterline, just to give it tiny little bit of dimension and for the eye to don't look that naked. And I got, my friends, this new one from Prada lines, because I can't get enough from the quality of this cold gel pencil. It is mint. Okay, so there is the mint. Look how stunning it is, and that is the black one. This is mint. Oh, instead of doing just white, since I'm working with greens, friends, how gorgeous it is. Mint. I think it's just gorgeous for this eye makeup look. Wow. So here is one eye completely done. I did apply just on the outer corner one row of this individual cluster, the very big one, just on the outer corner. It's one, okay, in both eyes. So that is just to provide a little more dimension to the eye, more statement. And also I did proceed and I did apply, just to make a little fun, you know, more fun the work, some rhinestones. And the rhinestones are picked according to the shades I'm using on my eyes. The light that these rhinestones are producing on the eyes. So when we are speaking about a high fashion look, friends, this is basically what we are speaking. Or if you want to think, you know, of something more for the evening, this is what you can do, you know, to have fun. If you don't want this, you can just leave it as it is on this other eye. That is the main reason I didn't apply anything. I'm in love with the clusters, individual cluster I got on Amazon, friends. They are very beautiful, very pretty. And for the face, I have a pick of using Giorgio Armani, and I'm going to be using the shade number 90. Tiny little bit, you know, of a structure, and that this is all what I need, friends. We have the number 93 from YSL, matte, and if I don't mistake, this should be the Nude Lavalier. It's more like a deep shade. Since I'm working with green shades, let us go with this gorgeousness that is a little bit of peachiness and a little bit of pink. The 93. And the good thing with the YSL blushes, friends, they are completely buildable. And I want just to remind you how pigmented are the YSL blushes, okay? Okay, the 93 is Restless Rose. It gives that vibe of freshness, right? I think so. The color is so gorgeous. The highlighter. I have this fan brush from Refer, and it is number 20. So I'm going to grab, just because I have it, it is like a vanilla shade. It is called Lunar Allure shade Look. And I'm going to swatch this product. It's a beautiful champagne shade, but it's super, super subtle. Just turn a little bit on the high point of my cheeks. I love normally working with 2 shades of highlighter, friends, because I think it's so beautiful. We're going to apply this shade everywhere where we want it, okay? So that is why I didn't want something like a Libertine light from YSL because it's very icy. Lunar Allure. And this one is from McGrath. I like it because it's super subtle. This is Libertine light from YSL. As you can see, friends, right away. One is champagne. As you can see, this one more like a white vibe. This is more vanilla. So this is Libertine light. This is very subtle, supernatural. It is Lunar Allure from McGrath. I did apply this gorgeousness from Florasis. It's an ash brown for my eyebrows. And highly recommending this palette again, friends. But what I'm saying, you can accomplish same makeup look, same with the palette that you have at home. I'm providing the idea. I'm providing, with the concept of the makeup tutorial, which is making, something very trendy with trendy shades, but in a high fashion way in few steps. This is the most fast, quick eye makeup look up that you won't believe it. With every look that you can work on or you want to create, if you are not going to be using eyeliners, but you use cold gel pencil on the waterline, you always need to make sure, friends, that you don't leave gap of naked skin. Okay, so what I'm going to do, proceeding to cover those little gaps without creating an eyeliner, so I can have a very neat work done. So what I'm doing, friends, I'm going in between the eyelashes, because actually on the details is where you are going to be reflecting, friends, the quality of what you are doing. Okay, now we're going to proceed to the lips. This makeup tutorial, friends, is being, basically to teach you how to create a makeup look like this, but making it more graphic. MP1 attached. So I'm going to proceed, and as many of you know, I love overlining my lips. Look, I'm going to teach you a precious I got some time ago. Look at this beauty from Fenty Beauty. If happen you still having this palette, you can rock with a look like this. That palette is a gorgeousness. Look how beautiful is this shade. MP1 Natasha. Look how gorgeous the shade it is. Remember the launches MAC Cosmetic did? It's the Maximal Cool Teddy 627, and this is the shade. How pretty it is this. So let us proceed with this beauty. I love it. Cool Teddy. Color in contrast with the makeup look is just stunning. And I want to show you something I'm going to proceed and do. Shade from Chanel. So today's been a little bit of everything. That was the Rouge Coco Flash, the very last new shades. One is rosy and the other one is peach. So I'm going for the rosy. Look at this pretty, considering I have on the center of my eye this gorgeousness, okay? Just on the center. The moist that this product have, friends, is so gorgeous. This is an borderline, editorial high fashion and also creative makeup look. Very simple. I really want, friends, that you give me your comment. What do you think? How you like this kind of content? If you want for me to start teaching more stuff like this, more techniques, let me know and I will make it happen, please. On the upcoming videos, friends, I'm going to be playing with a Natasha Denona, my Dream palette. Beautiful palette, friends. Summary palette, friends, is to go all around the year. Look at this shade, friends. You tell me, I can do a complete peachy look. New to me, not new on the market, but what is kind of new are these blushes. Okay, so I'm going to be providing swatches, demo, all of them, cheek and cheek. If happen, you are the type of girl you want to go a little bit further than the rest, this is an alternative, and the makeup look is just stunning with a very strong statement. Leave me a comment, please. What do you think? So thank you so much, my friend. I love you all. See you in the next one.